call on you. We'll get started with Jake Curtis from Cal Sports Report.
Yeah, Bill, how would you assess the offense's performance against Oregon State, particularly the offensive line?
Yeah, those young guys did a super job. Thankful for their effort and their attention to detail. Another good lesson of always be prepared. They were told on Friday that there was a chance they could play. So, of course, they weren't given a lot of reps during the week, but they stepped in and did a real admirable job.
How about the offense in general?
Well, we want to score more points. We didn't score enough to win. So, we're a little agitated this week, just like we were last week. We want to do our part so we can get the result we want on the scoreboard.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll move to Trace Travers from Rivals.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, was there anything in particular that wasn't opening up in the run game, or what issues did you see there?
Well, we had our moments where we hit a couple creases. Otherwise, we were trying to, go forward with most of our plays, if not all of them, giving our guys a chance to almost learn on the job. Our whole offense, we're learning on the job, but especially with 4 out of 5 new guys on the O-line after the second quarter. So we're trying to find some creases for our guys and also call some plays that weren't too exotic so we knew who to block and what our assignments might be.
Gotcha. And something when we talked to Chase last night, he mentioned you have some sort of grading system for quarterbacks. He said he graded out at a 92%. Can you take us through kind of what goes into that grading system?
Yeah, we're trying to give the quarterbacks feedback always, both in practice and in game, just so they know whether they're doing it right or we'd like for them to do it differently, going forward. So we're always grading their footwork, their progression, their accuracy when they throw it. And then overall, really their, not only the progression, but their decision-making. A lot of quarterbacking has to do with situational football. Don't take a sack when we're in field goal range. Know when to take a sack. Find a safe place to ditch it. Essentially, know what to do if it's not there. Most of the guys know what to do and have the ability to do it when it is there. But, really good quarterbacking happens when you know what to do when it's not there. And you can move to the second or third guy in the progression and also scamper around if you need to, use your legs or find a safe place to ditch it. So Chase did a nice job with a lot of those categories on Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Jasper Sundin from the Daily Cal.
Hey, Coach. So it sounds like Chase got a 92%, which I don't think anyone, especially me as a student, would scoff at. But what do you think he would need to do to get up to the 100 there?
Well, we missed a couple of throws. I've got some play calls that I would like back, and I'm sure Chase has some throws that he would like back, a couple progressions. No one's ever played a perfect game or had a perfect practice, so we're always striving for that. But, he made a lot of good plays for us. I thought the fact that he started fast was really essential. We didn't go up there and dip our toe in the water or ease our way into the game. We started fast. We ran the ball well initially. And then when we asked Chase to make some throws, he was right on, made some really good throws to get us the lead there at the halftime. And that was exciting to see.
Absolutely. And if I could just ask, what is one thing you're maybe proud of from that performance and then one thing you really want to improve on ahead of the big game?
Well, I think we started fast. We're proud of that. We want to move the ball. We want to keep our defense on the bench where they can be nice and rested, keep the opposing offense on their bench where they belong. We not only want to, possess the ball, but we also want to create some explosives. And we were better in that regard than we were the initial week down there at the Rose Bowl. So we want to continue to climb and creating explosive plays, perhaps where we don't have to convert so many third downs on a regular basis. And then, of course, when we get in the red area, we want to come away with points, whether it's 3 or 7, preferably 7, obviously, but we want to come away with points so we can keep stacking those points on the scoreboard to help our overall team output.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. We'll move to Rusty Simmons from the San Francisco Chronicle.
Coach, I'll stick with the Garbers theme here for just a little bit. last year he had such a great game against Stanford. I'm wondering, in your experience as a player or a coach, when a quarterback does that on that kind of stage, what that does for their confidence level.
Well, I think it does wonders for anyone's confidence level when you do it. We've talked about that. Confidence only comes from one source and one source only, and that's demonstrated performance, especially in a game. So the games are different than practice, and so the more game experience Chase gets, I know he played here as a young player and got some good experience, took some lumps like we all do when we start out playing. And I think he's learning as he goes along. Now he's got a new system this year. And so once again, he's climbing and he's learning and he's gaining from every single rep that he gets. But definitely the game reps are much more important than a practice rep.
To do it in a big game, in a 2-minute situation, does that do anything for a quarterback, for an offense as a whole, or am I making too much of that?
No, it all contributes to the whole product. So I think it's good for those guys to know, no matter if the deck is stacked against them or they are up on top and they need to preserve a victory, with a 4-minute stealing drive. I think it's those crucial moments in the fourth quarter are definite confidence builders.
And then if I can, I'll just ask a real general question about Stanford. I know it's a weird year and you only have 2 games of tape here, but anything that stands out when you watch their defense?
Well, they're really good. They're well coached. They've been in the same system for years and years. They know what they're doing. Whether there's a Solomon Thomas over there, or Blake Martinez, I think they may even have some better guys. That they just got good talent. The coaches know what they're doing, and we're going to have our hands full. We're going to try to do our very best to start fast again and keep pouring it on. We just we want to get on the right side of the ledger, obviously.
Thank you.
Then we'll go to Joshua Morgan from Bear Insider.
Yeah, Coach, just had a quick question. What did you see from your perspective on the second interception on that last drive ending the game?
Oh, I saw a ball hit a guy right in the face. So, we want to do a better job with protection, number one. And then as a quarterback, Chase and I have talked about it. He'll get better in that instance going forward, rather than trying to throw it through somebody and having the ball get tipped up in the air. So unfortunate, especially on first down where we were going to have another 3 shots at the end zone to win the game.
And then one more question. We saw a great game from our receivers, especially Kakoa Crawford. What do you have to say about Kakoa's performance in that game?
Yeah, he does a great job. He works hard in practice every day and showed in the game. He just the whole receiving core works hard. It's a deep group. Monroe Young made a great catch when we were backed up one time. All those guys are really working hard and thankful to throw balls to them each and every day.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, guys, anybody with the final question? Okay, actually, Jasper Sundin from the Daily Cal. Go ahead.
Sorry to take too much of your time, Coach. Real quick, I know you guys as a team struggle with the quarantine and contact tracing situation. Has that changed your approach at all to where you put players in practice, who you put in proximity to whom, and just, to avoid that sort of total loss at one position?
No, it hasn't affected us. I don't think the practice is part of the criteria. It's other stuff off the field.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Coach.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, anybody with a final question now? Okay,